The following may contain language that is not suitable for all audiences. Thank you for joining us here once again on the Low Fact Podcast. One of these days I'm going to find something more clever to say, but until then, you're stuck with that.
I thought you were going to say one of these days you're going to call it something different.
That's also a possibility.
Well, what the heck would you call it?
Oh, I don't know. So, I'm Dave. I'm here with Matt.
What's up?
And we're here to talk to you for a little bit about stuff that
hopefully entertain you for about 10 minutes or so.
Or less. I guess it's it can be entertaining. I hope
so.
I hope. We both hope it's entertaining. Although, judging from certain things, maybe not. But we do have a core group of folks that like to tune into us. And, it's for y'all that we're doing this. So that's the cool thing. I thought maybe we could give some harsh truths.
You always give harsh truths.
Well, I don't know. I mean, here's one really harsh truth. Nobody cares about you.
Oh.
Except for maybe your parents, and for some unfortunate people, even that is...
What about God? God cares.
That's kind of dependent on your religious leaning, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. There's religions where God doesn't care about you?
Yes.
Well, that's not a religion I want to be part of.
Well, it's probably why those religions aren't very popular.
I'm like, what religion are you talking about?
Well, I'm sure there are religions where, God don't really care about you. It's up to you to please God.
Yeah. No.
No? Like, no, there's no such...
That doesn't work for me.
There's no such religion?
Why do I know about that?
Also, if someone thinks that they can get away with something, or they can get away with something, they probably will do it.
Well, that falls into the nobody cares, doesn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
Isn't that almost like a subcategory?
Of nobody cares?
Yeah.
I suppose it can be. I don't...
But what made you think that nobody cares?
It's true.
People care. People do good things for other people. When it,
When it suits them?
When it suits them, or...
In some cases, even when it doesn't.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, there are kind people.
Sure, but I bet if you take that kind person and said you need to choose yourself or this other person that you don't know, or how about make it really easy, choose yourself or this person that you've never met, don't know of, somebody somewhere out there that has no connection to you is not going to have a good time.
Yeah.
Or you could spare that other person that bad time and take it on yourself.
I don't like this philosophical example.
Well, yeah, but that's. Sure. Are there exceptions to nobody cares? I'm pretty sure there might seem like it. But people, I think, generally only care when it suits them or it's beneficial to them. And, should we try to change that? I don't know if we can, but can we lighten it? Can we make it not so dark? Maybe.
It's such a dark... outlook.
Does it? No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Nobody cares. You don't find that like a depressing thought?
Well, you can dress it up some way a little differently if you like, but it's still the same message.
So you think if that was your message to everybody...
Nobody cares about you?
Yeah. That everybody would be like, oh, well, I can have that view and not be depressed.
I would like to think so. I have that view and I'm not depressed.
How?
Well, I've got the extra statement. Nobody cares about you the way you care about you. So I'm just like, well, yeah, that's pretty straightforward. I mean, that's pretty, well,
that's just like, because we have to, that's survival.
Okay.
You have to put yourself first because you got to survive. Right?
I I'm not putting any value judgments on it. I'm not saying it's something that needs to change. I'm not saying it's something that, we need to work on. I'm just saying that for the most part, people just aren't going to care about you the way you care about yourself. So, you can take that to an extreme. People do, right? I always look out for number one to the detriment of everybody else. There are people that live with that life philosophy.
And how does that go, do you think?
I don't know. I don't live by that life philosophy.
I would think that would be a pretty empty life philosophy.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't particularly want to get into somebody's head that sits there and thinks that everyone else is out there that's prey.
Yeah, it's a
little narcissistic, number one. And supposedly narcissists aren't very happy. But if you talk to a psychologist or a psychiatrist, nobody's very happy. And depending on who you go to, they'll either want to talk it out or they'll want to medicate you. In which case, I don't really want to be with either of them.
Actually, I don't know about the happy. You're probably right about narcissists not being particularly happy. I think that's probably universally true.
Don't know. Not really a narcissist, so don't really. I'm one of those people that if it doesn't really affect me, I don't really kind of delve into it.
Really?
Yeah. I got enough junk flying through my head that I don't need to sit there and go, I wonder what it's like to be that person over there.
I think that thought all the time.
Well, maybe you've got a superior intellect.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm being sarcastic.
See there, your intellect is so superior, you have to tell me what you're doing in order to make sure that I of such low intellect, would understand. Thank you.
Now you're just being sarcastic.
Am I really?
I don't know.
See, there's an illustration of the abuse of language. Language has been so abused, even you, a highly educated person, just can't use it with any effectiveness.
That's just laziness.
So say you. But even that, isn't that just really a way to make yourself feel better? Oh, it's not that I'm dumb, I'm just lazy. I could do it if I wanted to, but because I don't want to, then that's why I'm not doing it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. When shit's on the line.
Yeah, but, if you live by that last philosophy, wouldn't the quote-unquote shit never be on the line?
Well, I don't know about that.
Wouldn't your worldview crumble if you believed that it's just I choose not to do stuff, I can do it, but I just choose not to do it? Then if a time ever comes up and you're like, oh, well, you're right, I couldn't do it, wouldn't that just really kind of break the glass?
Yeah, unless you're a narcissist.
In which case
you're...
The glass would never get broken because it would never be on the line, so you're saying you're a narcissist?
Why? I don't want to label myself a narcissist, but I definitely have narcissistic tendencies.
And again, I really don't want to know.
Oh, that's even worse.
Your whole, why is it that you always try to make every conversation turn back to you?
Because I like to talk about me.
Go to a psychologist or something, dude.
I already did that.
And all you ended up was a lot of money lighter?
Yes.
Of course, now someone's
dissatisfied.
Now someone's going to sit there and say, oh, those guys are dissing psychology.
Well, no, I'm not dissing psychology.
Oh, I kind of am.
I think psychology's good. It's good for working stuff out.
I don't like the ology.
But you can't keep going. You can't keep doing it.
Why? Because things get worse?
No, because you work through stuff and then you should be done. Like, you shouldn't keep going.
Anyway, we've gone past time, and my podcast partner here has uttered a nonsensical statement that I really don't want to dwell on.
That's not nonsensical.
And I figure that the longer we talk about it, the easier it will be to dwell on.
Tom Cruise. I'm stuck calling you Tom Cruise.
Why?
Because it's clearly you're dissing psychology.
Am I dissing psychology?
I don't know.
Aren't you really just trying to throw crap at me to see if something sticks? I'm not dissing psychology.
Okay.
I'm just stating that it's not for me.
All right.
And no one I've ever talked to has ever convinced me that it will ever be otherwise.
Okay.
See, he's just given up here thinking that, whatever.
Yeah, I'm like turning into a possum over here.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in, listening, streaming, downloading, whatever it is y'all do. Keep doing it.
All right, thanks for tuning in to Low Fat Podcast. You can find us on YouTube. Just search Low Fact. You can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Low Fat Podcast. If you want to chat to us, send us some comments, or have us talk about some things, just send an email to lowfatpodcast@gmail.com. You can also